Hello. So today we're going to be doing something slightly different. We've recently built a run book off the back of some amazing work by Morgan at HaloPSA, who has pushed up a development change for us, which allows us to have an event trigger for feedback being left against the ticket. What that means is we can now do things off the back of a feedback being left for us. Specifically, what it allows us to do is plant a tree via the ecology API whenever a customer leaves us a piece of feedback, which is just awesome, right? Save the planet, get more feedback for you and from your customers, gives you a much better relationship with your customers because you're getting more feedback from them, good or bad, about how you're doing, right? And that enables you to improve your service for your customers. So how does this all work? Well, I'm going to show you a brief demonstration of it working and then show a brief demonstration of the runbook itself. The runbook is actually going to be added to the HaloPSA repository. There is one prerequisite to that, which we're going to show off in a moment. We do need a custom field to show that a tree has been planted. This is to prevent abuse, right? A customer leaving feedback over and over again is going to trigger that event, but we're going to make sure that it only plants once using this. So how does it all work? Well, if I let my customer know that we've fixed the problem, then in our email template, we can have in here something that shows our feedback buttons, and we are specifically calling out that we want customers to help us plant trees. So when we hit send on that, the customer can see it. They can go and find the email, and then they can click the happy face because of course they're going to be happy with you and the service that you provided. When they do that, it's going to pop open this screen here and you can see, thank you for your feedback. You told us we were awesome. All of this is configurable, by the way, in terms of how this looks. And we've given the customer some feedback to say that a tree has been planted via ecology. When the customer then submits off their feedback and we close this off, if we come back to our ticket and scroll all the way down, you'll see that tree planted has been updated to yes. So how does that all work? Well, we have a runbook here, and this runbook is triggered off of the event of feedback being added. We then have a custom field, which we've called CF tree planted, and these runbook level variables in here need to be specified with the values of whatever the custom field is that you create. I'd recommend using CF tree planted, but you can use whatever you want. Now, in our build, if I go to our custom fields, we have created a custom field. There's a checkbox type custom field. Again, it doesn't have to be a checkbox. You could do this differently if you wanted, but the runbook itself will need adjusting as well. And then that custom field needs to be added into all of your ticket types that the runbook relies on. So, or that we are able to leave feedback on. So we have this CF tree planted on the incident ticket type, which is the ticket type that we just logged. If we edit that custom field, you'll notice that a moment ago, I wasn't actually able to edit the fact that this was yes. Now, what we don't want is, again, enabling abuse from your customers or potentially even your agents, right? Where somebody could uncheck this box and then recheck it, uncheck it, recheck it by rerunning the automation. So if we go into our custom field and edit it, down here in the agent details modify access, we can select restrict based on role. Now we could add in here to restrict this to the administrator role, and then we could say that administrators could uncheck the box, or we could just say that absolutely no one can uncheck or touch that box. And that allows us to have this read-only custom field on the ticket, which can be only amended via the API. So if we look at our flowchart for our integration runbook, we have our first step, which checks that that tree planted custom field has been created. Now, we do this because we want to make sure that, again, you're not getting abused by your customers. You're not going to end up spending £1,000 a month on trees because of some mistake that you've made. So we control that in here. I would also strongly recommend that when you set up your ecology account, you set up like a prepaid card, or you set up a card with a limit against it to ensure that, again, you're prevented against abuse. So we check that that custom field exists by checking that the field exists in the field info table. We then check if that custom field exists using a condition. If it doesn't, we fail because the field is missing. If a tree has already been planted, then we succeed because it has already been planted. So we then check whether the tree planted check is equal to yes. That tree planted check is this custom field value here. If both of those are, so if the field exists and it's not currently set, then we plant a tree. So we reach out to the ecology API and we plant one tree for feedback on a recent ticket. Now, you can add additional context in here, right? We could add any one of these ticket variables, but this is potentially public information, so you might want to be careful about what kind of information you're posting publicly here. Once that's completed, we go ahead and we update the tree planted custom field with the value of true. And that is it. That is everything that the integration runbook does. On the event of feedback being added, it triggers the runbook. We check if this field exists. If it does exist, is it already set to yes? And if it isn't already set to yes, we plant a tree. So just to show this again, if I was to click the link from my email again, I can leave feedback a second time, right? This is a second feedback. Hit submit. I can go back to my ticket. Nothing will have changed, right? And I can go to my integration runbook, go to the log tab here, and we can see that a tree has already been planted. So it's not going to plant a tree again. And that is, as I said, that is very much it. That is everything that it does, and that's how it all works. To get your ecology account set up, you can just go to the ecology.com website, and then you can visit this page for the impact API. And a bit further down is your API key. They also have a very simple API if you do want to create this yourself. But as I said, we're hoping that this is going to end up in the online repository for runbooks, and you'll be able to use it that way. Thank you very much. I've been Robbie. This has been Renada. Goodbye.